Well, now I'm officially depressed and just sad about the state. So let's just end on a happy note if it's possible.
Of course.
Do you see California getting better? I mean, is this like a low point, or is this just like, is it gonna...
some of the cops I talk to say that they think this is cyclical and things will come back into some level of normalcy. There's
Detroit never came back.
Exactly. Yeah. Neither did Rome after 476.
It's still a crappy place as far as I can tell.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think that there are some problems that become so embedded, and given the multifaceted nature of this dysfunction and the complexity of the problems and the entrenched interest groups that do not have any incentive to modify a system that has enriched them, I don't know how you will.
So I think maybe the lesson for me, just as a listener to this incredible story that you've just told, the main lesson is that civilization is really fragile. You don't maintain it without continuous effort and vigilance, and you really have to be radical in preserving it.
Yeah.
And once it goes away, it doesn't necessarily come back. And you should not participate at all in unjust systems at all. And you should fight like a wombat.
Yeah. I mean, look, if we're talking about solutions, for me, for one thing, it is revoking these terrible laws that I've talked about. Like that's has to happen.
But how about shaming the people who supported them? That's totally unacceptable. I mean,
yeah, well,
I don't know anything about Bull Connor, but like, I'm sure his descendants all changed their names. I'm not defending Bull Connor, trust me, but there is a useful thing that culture does, which is demonizes demons.
I would go further.
And we should do that.
I would go further. I think it's more than simply shaming. I think that if there is a way that to hold these people liable for negligence and gross negligence. Criminally liable.
So why should George Gascon be able to like move to Tempe and just live out on retirement?